you know, I think it may be a little better in traffic. It's not going to be night and day, but I think the hope is that we can be a little bit more aggressive with it and try to make more aggressive moves with it in the pack. So we'll see, but it's not a huge difference.
Anything different with like tires or anything? I know some guys noted that maybe they last a little bit longer, give them a little more grip.
Yeah, I don't know. I was hard to tell yesterday. I only ran maybe, you know, I kept getting cut off with cautions on my long runs, so I think my longest run was 16 laps. But noticed a little bit of fall off at the end of that, so we'll see tomorrow. But yeah, I think we'll have a little bit more fall off.
How did the car feel yesterday compared to the test back in December?
It's similar. You know, it was hotter yesterday, it's hotter today, hotter tomorrow. But, you know, similar to what we kind of ended on. Tires different than what we tried a couple of times, but, you know, overall, pretty similar to what we kind of made our group run with back at the test.
A lot of speed between yesterday and today. Do you feel like that's a product of just having more laps on the track through the test?
Yeah, I mean, it helps, right? You know, I would think we'd be lying if we said that. We don't have a ton of tests compared to others, right? We only get a couple a year, and so we take advantage of those as much as we can. And I think it helps when you know what you're doing, especially with a different package, having laps and having a baseline and knowing where you're going to unload at least somewhat close. So, yeah, I think it helps.
I mean, you said not much different, but I mean, I'm trying to think back to November. I don't think did you start top 10 in November?
Yeah, we qualified good here.
Okay, so
yeah, I mean
so it's kind of good track for you to.
Qualifying for sure has been.
Okay.
The race hasn't went as well. Yeah, I don't know why. We've qualified well here last few times we've been here, and you know, we haven't raced like we wanted to. We didn't finish good here in the fall last year or the spring, I don't think. So yeah, working on that. You know, the speed is definitely nice to unload with. Makes everybody's life easier, but you know, you can focus a little bit more on just trying to get the balance better from there.
Well, both you and John Hunter were good, at least good 1 lap speed yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it's rewarding. You know, we went Atlanta and Vegas and unloaded pretty far off from where we wanted to be there. So it's nice to unload close and be able to work from it. But yeah, it's a lot of work right now from guys, from the drivers, putting time in, trying to get the stuff better. Everything's improving, but it's not at a rate that's overnight. You know, even though week to week, it's definitely been better.
So with the qualifying performance today in a different make this time fall, how much of that is a carryover from what you guys did with the car because the cars were similar, or is that a sign of the steps of getting better with learning this car and having a better understanding of this new chassis, new manufacturer?
It's both, right? I mean, we had an okay package here for speed last year, but the Aero package is different. The test helped us for sure on that. So it's a little bit of both. You know, I think we started to figure out, you know, what we got to do in the simulator to make things line up better with this car, with this body, and transferring over. So we're still working through that stuff and getting it better. But yeah, you know, it's always been helping us a lot to work on that and improve it. But it's a lot of different things. Last year we were at the test. We've been getting better, so all of it kind of adds up to speed.
And you reference taking what you learned from the simulator and better using it. I think it's easy not being in there to just assume that when you guys go in there that it's all the right information.
Yeah.
So can you explain the process of getting that? Because I think I probably don't even have a true appreciation of the work, just because you get the staff that go in the sim that if you put garbage in, it's garbage out.
Yeah, you got to have everything right. You know, I mean, you have to have everything lined up properly to transfer to the racetrack. A lot of it is that we don't have a lot of our notes in simulation. Our simulation from last year doesn't transfer, right? We can't plug and play that into what TRD has and uses and what we're using now. So to make it work is a lot of work. To convert it all over, a lot of man hours, just getting everything to run properly. So we're having to kind of relearn and re-baseline and re-figure out what and how we're going to run the simulator and what our offsets are. You know, even how the car drives in the simulator compared to real life. You can get it, you know, only so close, and you have to. It's going to be a little bit different. So figuring all that out is the biggest thing, and then that we just don't have data from last year to plug and play in.
So the Toyotas looked sporty yesterday. Now we got 4 in the top 6. I mean, that has to give you some sort of, I don't know, excitement, value looking down the road.
Yeah, I mean, ended up 4, so it's a lot better lap than I thought it was going to be. But you know, it is good, right? You want to unload with speed, and Didn't have it at Atlanta at all. Didn't have it at Vegas. You know, really, we got the car better, but it wasn't there. So it's nice just to unload off the truck and lap 1, you're, you know, top 5, top 10 on the board and qualify top 5. So it's a slow process, right? Nothing happens overnight, I don't think, in this sport. And it's nice though when you can get a day like today, and you put in a lot of work over the last few weeks and a lot of time and a lot of hours from everybody, and it's a nice kind of boost for everyone, right? You know, just to qualify well and hopefully race well tomorrow. So definitely feels good, you know, as a team, and hopefully we can kind of keep that rolling.
I kept waiting for you to make a move last week at Las Vegas, and it's just like when you just rode in the back and rode in the back. Was it balance? What was keeping you from being able to make that move and, you know, kind of capitalize on some of the other guys' issues?
Yeah, it was balance. You know, we were struggling with just the car handling, and some of it was traffic balance too. Was a lot different than what we had last year, and I was trying to figure it out and figure out how to get better with it. So yeah, it was a combination of things. With the car balance, you know, at the end of the day, the car balance just wasn't what we needed it to be, and I think we missed a couple things that leading into the event we didn't think were going to be issues, you know, and they were, and it goes back to what I was talking about with simulator. It's got to be good on there to know what you're going to have at the track, and we just missed a couple of things on there that didn't add up, didn't line up for us in reality, and you know, we kind of paid the price at Vegas. So it's similar to Atlanta, right? We had the same kind of issue going on there. We didn't really get the race. We were in lap 1 wrecked. Our qualifying, you know, was obviously really bad. So yeah, we're just working through that stuff and trying to get it closer.
I realize the championship race is 8 months away from tomorrow, but is there anything that you can learn from this weekend and apply to when you come back here in November?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hope it'd be awesome. We're racing for it, right? You know, that's the ultimate goal. So no matter what, how you think your year's going to go, you got to focus on this one, you know, because you know if you're in it, this is where you got to do it. So yeah, you take those notes and you kind of put it in the bank, and it's tough because it's a new Aero package, and by the time we get back here, we're going to have learned a lot about it, and it's going to be a different probably situation than what we have currently this weekend. But you know, there is stuff we do take to the bank for sure in that.
Eric, this is the 4th race of the season with the new Toyota body. Has there been much of a difference compared to last year with how the cars run?
Well, not really yet. You know, I don't think the fruits of the labor are showing yet. I think today was the first day it has a little bit. You know, top 5 qualifying is good. It's something we haven't done in a long time with our group, so that's nice. But we're still working through the back end and kind of the in the weeds on some stuff, getting it all worked out and making it how we want it to be. But yeah, Toyota's been working hard with us, you know, trying to get things where we want them to be, and you know, hopefully today is going to help us keep kind of working down that road.
This is Austin Dillon, driver of the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.